Hi, welcome. On this video, I'm out here once again with Max for board and training. We're in week number 2 now. And on this video, I'm going to be beginning to bring commands online, but again, with influence being part of the equation, being an active agent by way of how I'm interacting with Max and moving him into the various positions. Okay, so understand that it's about how you're getting to those positions by way of response, but with influence, okay, being part of it, which is very important once a dog has already gained a level of control in the relationship. And this is where Max, initially when he first came, very sketchy, okay? When I say sketchy, it means by way of, again, of him having a high level of control, and just when I was like touching on his back to begin to guide him and bring him under a level of control influence, you'll see that kind of those moments where very shaky, okay, very like, okay, like him saying, you know what, I don't like this, and I may react to that, okay? This is where he's had the muzzle on for a period of time. Here, no muzzle, because again, more agreeable, okay, his perception's changing, starting to come into a follower role, and so that's great news, okay? This is where, again, change is happening at a really good level. So this is where, when people, wonder when can I, start to, rely on commands or use verbal language. Okay, it's after basically a couple weeks, depending on how much control a dog is holding, when you can start to shift the focus onto now just using my verbal commands, because it's about packaging. Okay, understand about how I'm seen, okay, by way of relationship, just like the parent-child relationship. So here, you're going to start to see me giving him commands as I'm doing this, but again, I'm not letting him hover, okay? So you'll see influence still part of the deal, okay? I'm still going to be asserting influence, but I'm going to be more assertive. I'm going to be stronger in my verbal language because I know where I'm at, okay? So there has to be some more intensity here to line this up. But over time, okay, you get to a level with the dog where just based on a hand signal, okay, or a whisper, okay, they're going to respond the right way, because it's all about, okay, how this is being framed up. It's your foundation. So here, I'm going to start to move with Max. I'm going to start to use my voice here a little bit, because again, he's starting to get more agreeable. He's starting to see me properly, and so I can start to package up. But I'll be asserting influence at the same time, and I'm going to be aware. I'm going to be paying attention to how he's responding to it. So here, you notice he's coming out a little bit here, because understand, dogs don't want to be right here. All right, so the level of agreeableness that's happening is important, but I'm going to keep, working on my moments. It's all about my moments, okay? That's what changes his overall decision-making process. So it affects the moment that I'm in. But see, notice he comes out here, back in, right? Very specific. Little push-pull, right? Still, you can still see, hey, I kind of don't like this still, but, but getting better. It's not that intensity, it's not that shakiness and that sketchiness, okay? Where you feel like, okay, this dog could bite me at any moment. Not that thing going on now. It's getting a lot better. So I start to move here with Max. So when I move with him here, again, even for the sit, I'm going to tap, so I can tap him and he's going to start defaulting sitting now. But right here, I'm going to put a little bit down. I said the word right there, and I'll push, went into a down, stand up. Again, even when he's no down, notice I'm still maintaining a level of control, influence on him through the collar, through the choke chain. I just tap a little bit so there's an awareness that, hey, Dale's in control here, even when he's in the down. I don't want him investing, sniffing, I want him to relax. So bring him up into a sit. Whenever I'm to sit, as I say, it's him, and then I'll make sure it goes right in, right beside me here. So influence still part of the equation. Move forward here a little bit. Still want to push on him. Forward. Push, pull. Max is a great dog. I mean, he's a beautiful dog. This is all just about, see his little tail wagging here. I mean, really come along nicely. I'm really liking Max a lot. He's doing really well. Bring him back in. This is just about, just like a parent-child relationship, have to get the relationship fixed. I mean, that's what makes a dog great. allows you to really connect at a deeper level. So here, same thing. So I'm going to do another command with him here in a moment. Down. Down. So it's right there. I mean, hovering there a little bit, but looking at me, he's starting to get it. That's the whole point. So I start to express verbally, but pushing at the same time. Now, here within the next day or two, you'll see how this really lines up, because I'm right there now. Sit. I'm right there now with this lining up properly. And this is why, again, when you watch all my board and trains, I don't do verbal commands till about day 12, okay? Because I know exactly how this package is up, how it frames up, okay? The perceptions change. You need to keep it nice and defined. These interactions, influence being an active agent, that's the language that you're speaking. Like, that's your main language. Then, verbally, that's different, but it's still about you. Different only in the sense that, now, the dog's perceptions have changed, of you, just like a parent, a child changing towards a parent takes on different meaning. But if you just jump into it the way that the majority of trainers and dog owners will do it, they just want to approach it as a learning-based exercise. They're not considering the current state of the relationship, the current perceptions of dogs, why that would be a problem by way of working on verbal language, and then because it's about what you've already signed off on. You've already signed a contract, just like a parent-child relationship. And so a dog might be doing the sit, or might be doing a down, might look really good at an appearance level, but be absolutely no good in terms of being perceived the right way. Okay, big difference. So this has to take the right process, based again on relationship and the current state of the relationship. You have to reconcile behavior issues properly. So here, same thing, moving forward here. So tap a little bit here, so you give him information, and see, he just goes ready to do a sit, but still push. Still going to do a push-pull with him. Moving here. I'm not rewarding him and praising him, because that shifts the focus, okay? That takes on different meaning for a dog that has control. So don't want to do that, okay? This is about, it's a demand, but it's a reasonable demand. He knows what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing each time. So same thing. I'm going to do another command here. Down. Now I can nudge with that leash a little bit. Just see, and see he's right there, just ready to go. It's starting to affect his state of mind. So really good. You can see, start to see how commands are just starting to tippy-toe right towards, get how this is packaging up, how I'm being perceived. His mind's buckling. He's saying, okay, I'm, just that little bit. And so, next couple of days, be even more. You'll even see more change with the commands part. Because commands, what they do is they just naturally align through a process. Okay, so it's about defining, being perceived the right way. Then when you start to issue the command, it's happening the right way. So the dog's doing it down, it's staying, it's solid, okay, because you're being perceived properly. And right here, he's very relaxed. Okay, he's in a down position. It's totally different. He's like, taking like, oh, okay. Whereas you see a dog that's holding a lot of control in a down position, they look like a runner ready to launch out of the starting gate. I mean, pay attention. I mean, a dog, you'll pick up clues as to, see here's how relaxed he is. You'll pick up clues as to what